Happy Friday, everybody. It's another episode of your chamber check ins from your only five-star accredited chamber. And today we get to hear about and learn from our leaders of Project Management Institute, the Western Idaho chapter. And today we have current president Craig Hardesty with us today. Hi, Craig.
Hello.
We have past president Colleen Sollers with us today. Hi, Colleen. And we also have Tanisha Townsend with us today. She's the president elect for Project Management Institute, Western Idaho chapter. Long word, amazing results, right? Hey, these chamber check ins are really designed to help share our members' stories. And it's always good to hear about unique companies like yours and how you help the community. And project management is something that all businesses need, all construction companies need, school districts. There's so many things that I think leads to project management, and excited to learn a little bit about the impact that your organization makes and how it helps the community. So what I love to do with these chamber check-ins is really kind of start out by learning a little bit about you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each one of you to introduce yourself, a little bit about your background, and what led you into the role you're in today. And take about a minute and a half each if you like. And we'll start out with Craig.
All right, great. So thanks for having us to talk about this. It's a great opportunity, and just nice to be part of the chamber community. And so a little bit about me. I've been a project manager for a little over 20 years. Started in the tech industry and have kind of migrated into healthcare. But like you said, there's projects and project management is needed everywhere. So that's kind of a little bit about me. I got involved in the chapter. I don't know. It's been a while ago, probably 6 or 7 years ago, and there's always great opportunities for volunteering on the board and other things that we do. And so once I kind of got in doing that, I've been part of the board ever since.
Awesome. And Colleen, as your time as past president, why don't you just introduce yourself a little bit and tell us about your background and how you landed in PMI
Okay, great. Yeah. So, like Craig, I've been a project manager or program manager for many, many years, more than 25. And I started out my career in engineering, but then I started gravitating to being the one that was organizing the projects and leading the projects. And so that's kind of how I got into it. I found out about the PMP certification back in 2008 or so, and got interested in getting my certification. And that's how I found out about the PMI WIC chapter, local chapter, and the PMI organization. I did study and took my certification exam back in 2009. And then in 2014, I decided to get another certification in the Agile Certified Practitioner that PMI offers. And so I went back and studied and passed that exam. And that is when I decided to join the board of directors and get some free PDUs for volunteering my time in leadership. And I've just been hooked ever since. It's like Craig, it's, 8 years went by really fast. I'm in my final year. We have to roll off after 7 or 8 years before and roll off for a year, but I'll be back again as soon as I can be. So I just really love the chapter. I love the camaraderie. I love the, getting to hang out with project managers from all walks of life. And it's a great community. If you're a project manager, it's a wonderful professional community.
Awesome, Colleen. What a great story. Hey, Tanisha, tell us a little bit about your background and what led you into helping the Project Management Institute Western Idaho chapter.
Yeah, well, let's see. My background, a little different road probably than what Craig and Colleen have shared. I came out of the military and started to learn about project management while I was in the military, and kind of learned some of those base skills, though we didn't necessarily call it project or program management. From there, I took some classes to get some more education on project management and actually became a project manager for the state, for federal government, and then program manager, and then ultimately moved over. And now I work for Micron as a program manager. And so I've had lots of experience, both public sector and private sector, in that project management realm. And I love all things project management. And so pursued like, how can I get more involved? What else is going on? Where can I get more education? Where is the happening place for all the project managers? And I learned about PMI WIC. And so I joined and was kind of a fly on the wall for a little while, just kind of seeing what these guys were doing. And one day I just decided, let me take the leap and try to use some of my skills and some of my time to make things better, or at least be a contributor to a organization that I find to be awesome and trying to make a difference in educating project managers from all walks and aspects of this industry. And so that's how I joined. And I think I've been on the board for like 3 years, or maybe this is 4. I'm not sure. Project management, being on the board is kind of like dog years. So they just go by. So I don't know what year I'm in, but it has been a great experience.
I'm just glad we didn't scare you off, Tanisha.
I know, right? No, I don't scare that easy.
Oh, wow. Hey, thank you all for introducing us to you and explaining a little bit about your backgrounds. I really love learning that and help sharing that. So now I'm going to ask you all a couple of questions and you can take them as they come. And, also a part of these check-ins is to learn a little bit about the mission and vision of each of our members. And so, Craig, as current president, why don't you send us off here? What's PMI's mission and vision, and help us understand that?
Yeah, well, so it's fairly simple, right? So we, as PMI and as the local chapter, really just want to advance the practice and profession of project management, right? So it's kind of in a nutshell, that's we're here to just really make sure that our members are as good as they can be, professionally and as people, and just really show that as a profession, you know we're we we're serious about it, right? So it's not something that just everybody, there's this concept that everybody can just lead a project. That it's not true, right? There's a lot that goes into it, a lot of training, a lot of professionalism that an actual project manager can bring to the table. So we just want to advance those things. And as a local chapter, we embody that, but we really want to be seen as the source for, to be recognized as the source of all things good about project management, right? So we in our community, we want to be seen as the people who have the knowledge and the expertise, to promote the profession.
I love it. I love it. Thanks, Craig, for your words there on the mission and vision. And as I listen closer, I'm assuming that this association or organization can have others involved. And so I kind of want to learn and help us share the benefits of being involved with the PMI WIC. I'm going to get it right. I know I am. And maybe Colleen, you can tell us a little bit about the value that the organization brings to project managers, different companies, and then maybe the project management community. So I'll put you on the screen for those questions, Colleen.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. So, what is the value that PMI WIC brings? First of all, we are very closely connected to what we call the mothership, which is the global PMI program or PMI organization, which has over 500,000 members worldwide. So we have that connection, and you can find out what's going on. We get a lot of information that we pass on to our membership. What's happening at Global, and what are what's new and up and coming, and what's trending in the world of project management today. Project managers themselves, once you are certified, you have to fulfill, in order to maintain your credential, you have to fulfill 60 PDUs, or professional development units, every 3 years. So roughly it works out to 20 PDUs a year. We offer local programs. We offer, PMP and PMI ACP exam boot camp classes. Well, we used to call them boot camps. They're called exam prep classes now. We have both virtual and in-person flavors. So you can definitely get your training PDUs in. And we also have monthly events, both lunch and learn events and evening events. And we have other great events like our PDD that Tanisha will tell you about. But in addition to that, there's volunteer opportunities in the community. And so there's just we offer a lot of different ways for our members who are individual project managers to get PDUs so that they can maintain their credential. For organizations and for our businesses, our business partners in the Treasure Valley, we offer the chance to help them have, as a matter of fact, we can actually post jobs on our website, so job openings. We can also refer some of our members to those open positions, and any kind of referral would come with the brand stamp of PMI. Folks are PMI professional project managers. And it also gives companies a place to be seen at our events. We have a lot of corporate sponsors that sponsor some of our events. So it's kind of a two-way street, give and take. And then for the project management community as a whole, it's a wonderful place to meet birds of a feather, if you will, other project managers in the Treasure Valley. Like, for example, I met the project manager who did Jump. They were the project manager of Jump. And that was like a fascinating conversation that I had with that PM. I also met at one of our events the project manager who did the project manager for the Capitol remodel building, which was a 10-year long project. So that was another fascinating conversation. So it's just really the opportunity to network with others in your profession. And it's just a great place. It's a great professional organization. I can't say enough about it.
That's awesome, Colleen. Thanks for sharing that. I think we need a boot camp on Project Management Institute acronyms to help me get through those.
TLAs, yeah.
So, and there's a lot of benefits to the organization, and I love hearing those. And so, Tanisha, there's a development day that probably helps get some of those credentials going for the team. So tell us a little bit about your annual, or is it quarterly, your professional development day?
Yeah, Paul. So it is called Professional Development Day. It is an annual event that the PMI Western Idaho chapter holds. It is an opportunity for project managers and non-project managers. Like, if you're interested in project management, if you just want to come to a conference to learn more, you can come to Professional Development Day. This year, it is being held at Boise State University. The kickoff time is 11:30 a.m. and it will end at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, March the 1st. And so this will be it'll actually be a really amazing event. There are kind of 3 different tracks, if you will. So there's a track for kind of personal, like growth mindset type of conversations, talking about change and change management, and building a career in times of uncertainty. And then there's a track that just talks about you know, the kind of the nuts and bolts of project management, right? And then we have an amazing main speaker. Her name is Megan McCalb, and she is going to talk to us about the yes and how do we get better results with yes and instead of yes but. Um, so it is a great opportunity, like I said, for anyone who is interested in project management, anyone who just wants to come and kind of, you know, maybe they don't know a lot about project management. It's a great opportunity, like Colleen said, to come and to fellowship with other people who are in, you know, into project management, who are project managers or maybe aspiring project managers. We have a student rate. So we encourage college students to attend as well. So those who are just starting to learn about project management or maybe have heard it in a class, right? Like, come on to this event and learn more. It's a great partnership there with some of the professors from Boise State and some of the other colleges. They encourage some of their students to come. Some of the professors have been past speakers for us, and so they understand the value of the event, and so they encourage their students to come out. There's lots of volunteer opportunities as well for both students and non-students alike. So some of the students come and they volunteer for the event and really help us out. But it is an amazing session where people can earn up to 4 professional development units or PDUs. So there is the opportunity for that. Or if they're in a different domain, I'm sure that those educational credits can be transferred over into, you know, some other domain. So there's a little bit about it. Like I said, it is an annual event. It is kind of one of our big culmination celebrations, if you will. But we have other events that go on all throughout the year where people can attend monthly. We have networking sessions. We have all kinds of different educational sessions as well. So there's lots of opportunities here for education, for development, and for networking and kind of, you know, building yourself a network where you can bounce other questions or ideas off of more seasoned PMs or PMs in a different industry. And so, so that's what's great about this.
Tanisha, that's so great. So March 1st, 11 to 3 at Boise State University. And you had mentioned something that's on the top of everyone's mind is how do we respond to change? Because that's what we've been doing for the last 3 years is responding to change. And I can't even imagine just even specifically the construction industries change of supply chain costs going up. I can't even imagine how to shift those sales. So you're talking about professional development for project managers. What does it look like for the future of project managers? And I wonder how you're diving into that emerging leader or that younger potential project manager. And Colleen, maybe you can help share a little bit about how you're engaging with that next generation of project management people.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, we've got a couple of irons in the fire there. Paul, we've got our Future City. We just had it, as a matter of fact, the Future City competition, which is an annual competition at the statewide level hosted at BSU, and is the winner of the Future City competition. It's for 6th to 8th graders. And what they do is they build a model. They have teams. They build a model of a future city, and it's always revolves around a theme. And this year's theme was climate change. And so they got to build these models and work together in teams. And what we do, I believe we're a platinum level sponsor now. We used to be gold, but now we're platinum level sponsor. Our chapter sponsors this event every year. And what we do is we offer what they call a special award, and we offer the special award for the best project plan. So these little kids, it's so fun to go to this event, and it's one of the things I look forward to every year. I actually volunteer as a judge, and for the special award, but this year I got to actually volunteer as a judge for the finalists. So I got to be one of what they call the celebrity judges. um, there's 4 celebrity judges that judge the finalists, the top 5 finalist projects, and we our input selects the winner for the Idaho event, and that winner then goes on to the national event, and so on. So this year's event was great. There was like, I don't know, 38 teams or more from all over the state, public schools, private schools, charter schools, it's everybody in. And it's that whole, like the energy. You walk into the Jordan Ballroom at BSU and there's like, a couple of hundred 6th to 8th graders. You can imagine the deafening sound. It's just a hoot. I really enjoy that event. So that's one of our big events where we're targeting like 6th to 8th graders. We're starting a new outreach with junior achievement. So we're going to be putting together some programs with the Junior Achievement Organization here in the Treasure Valley. And of course, we also partner with BSU. And this year we helped them build, actually, they were developing a project management degree, a BS, a Bachelor's of Science degree in project management. And so we had input to that. So yeah, that's what we're doing for youth. And it's just, they're all those kids in that Jordan Ballroom could be potential future project managers. So we want to reach out to them.
That's awesome, Colleen. I love how your organization is impacting that next generation of leader. That's so critical. I am scrolling your website on the bottom of the screen for people who are listening and want to take advantage of learning a little bit more and how to get involved. And for the last few minutes we have with you all, Tanisha, tell me a little bit about, and then Craig, maybe you can hop in on this one too, a little bit about how your organization gives back to the community that you serve.
Yeah, we are involved in a number of community activities, from volunteering at the food bank, the Idaho Food Bank regularly, to participating in Wake Up Boise annually, to supporting the veterans with the Idaho Veterans Chamber and the Wyakin Foundation. So we are doing a lot, and we're always looking for more ways to jump in and give back.
Awesome. And you're also a great dues paying member of the chamber.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Hey, Craig, you had something?
Yeah, just PMI Global, it really emphasizes getting into the communities we're in, we live in, and just the community and social impact, because there's so much of that needed today, but also it has a different twist when you have a bunch of project managers doing that, and it's a great opportunity, I think, in our networking and just socializing as a group of PMs, even doing things that things that aren't project management related, right? I mean, the things that Tanisha just mentioned, the food bank and Wake Up Boise, even just we're getting out and as a group of PMs, just doing something fun and helpful for the community.
That's awesome. Hey, as we close, I'll give you each a few, maybe half a minute or a minute to add any more information about how folks can get involved with the organization, maybe the membership or volunteering, and how we can do that, and or sponsorship. So who'd like to start?
I can start.
Okay, Colleen.
So we are right now in the process of going through our elections, our board elections. We turn over half the board every year, and so that is a great way to get involved and volunteer. Is run for a board position, and if that's too big of a daunting task, then we have a lot of other smaller or executive volunteer positions. For example, we have executive volunteer openings for social media and for could be our social media intern, so to speak, and other things that like oh geez, Craig, help me. What are some of our
There's
executive
technology. There's all,
volunteers?
think of all the things that,
Technology, yeah,
that go into managing and organizing an
an
organization like this.
organization.
We just
Yep.
need help all over the
Volunteer
place.
coordinators. So we have a lot of non-board volunteer opportunities as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Craig, why don't you tell us a little bit about the membership? How can people invest if they don't have a lot of time? How can they invest in?
Well, yeah, I think one of the really good things about PMI and the Western Idaho chapter is, we are not one size fits all, right? I mean, so you have people who are, just members because they need access to the information or whatever, and we really don't see them much, all the way to the other extreme where you have people who are just on the board, fully committed, doing all kinds of things and being at every event. So we encourage people to get involved at whatever however they can and in whatever time they have. But it is just from a membership standpoint, it's just a great opportunity because the seat, there's I guess there is a ceiling, but it's way high, in terms of what we can do to enhance your leadership skills. Being on the board of directors, if it's very different than a homeowners association. You don't want to do that, but you might want to do this because we have a good time. It promotes the profession. It gets people involved. So Colleen said, if you're going to make it formal, get on the board, or in one of our executive volunteers, or just show up.
Right.
There's evening events, there's lunch and learns that we put on. Just come and be part of the group.
Thank you, Craig. Tanisha, anything that you'd like to expand on? As president-elect, you're probably going to be responsible for bringing in some revenue.
Yeah, for sure. I would just like to tell everyone that is on or listening to this in the future or whenever you tune in, a great way to kind of jump in and get your feet wet and see what PMI WIC is all about is come to Professional Development Day on Wednesday, March the 1st from 11:30 to 5 at Boise State University. So I think that is a great way to kind of see what we're about, to get some knowledge on either what PMing is all about, personal development, whatever you're looking for, growth management, change management, growth mindset, all of those things. So I would encourage you and come meet us.
Yeah.
It'll be a great time. So come on down, meet us at Boise State University on Wednesday, the March 1st for our Professional Development Day starting at 11:30. We'll be there and we would love to meet you.
And don't forget, there's free parking and lunch included.
Oh, all three of you, what a great opportunity to learn and share more about PMI WIC. I think I got it right. Thank you so much for your membership, your investment in the community. And I have to say thank you to Michelle Marshall for always connecting us. She is a rock star, the most professional person that I've ever met. And you all have a great weekend.
All right.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Bye. Thank you.